Checking the resolution of our images is essential whenever we work for print or even for interactive content. The way to set up an automated notification is to use the pre-flight panel. If you double click on the no error sign here, you will get the pre-flight panel. And here you can customize the way it works. So first of all, you need to make sure it's turned on. And then you can click on the drop down of this panel and choose Define Profiles. Once you click on that, you can see what are the options saved into the default pre-flight. So if I click here on links, I can see that it will always give me an error if a link is missing or modified. There is an inaccessible URL link in the document. It will also notify me if there's some problem with the text, like a font is missing, or there is an overset text, which makes the text invisible or partially invisible. And also it gives me a notification for unresolved caption variable. Now, there are many other options we can set up, and one of them is for the images and objects, and that is the image resolution. Now, if we turn this on, we will have to create a new profile. So we get this notification, we have to create a new profile because this will be a custom profile. I click on OK, and I'm just going to call this custom. I will click on OK, so that's my profile, and in this one I can turn on the image resolution. Now here the default option is to notify me for any images, any color images, which will fall below 250 ppi. So the resolution will fall below 250 ppi. Let me just change this to 240. And I can do the same for grayscale images and 1-bit images, which is the black and white images. So I'm going to keep all of them, or these two at least, in 240, and I'm going to click on Save. Once I click on OK, and I choose the profile from the pre-flight panel, the custom one, it will immediately give me one error. So that one error can be easily found if I open the images and objects, image resolution, and it gives me the clue that yes, this is the image which is below the effective PPI 240 which we set up. So how can we resolve that problem? We can make the image smaller. Once again, Command Shift, click and drag one of the corner points, and once we go above 240, it's still not above it, it's just below it. So I just need to make it tiny bit smaller, the image, and that makes the effective PPI a little bit above 240, and that resolved the problem. So now we don't have any errors left. So you don't even need to keep the pre-flight panel open all the time. You just need to remember to always keep an eye out for the errors here. So let me make it a little bit bigger again. Checking, one error. Let me make it smaller. Checking, no errors. So that's the way to work. And this is a very useful advice for the future, that you should always check the resolution of your images. It's good to use high quality images because then you won't be restricted of the size, and you will be able to do more compositional techniques on them. But you can work with lower resolution images as well, of course, but you have to keep in mind that you will have to use smaller versions of them. So you can't enlarge the size of the frames because you will get a very low resolution and it will look really bad in print. So now that we went through all the technical things happening behind working with images like linking and the pre-flight and resolution, now in the next video we can concentrate a little bit on a more fun topic on how to edit the frames and the images in InDesign.